to the University of Kent's Canterbury Open Day. So we've been here all day since 9:30 giving you behind the scenes interviews with staff and students alike. And we've actually got another interview now with somebody who's both a staff member and a student.
That's right.
So tell us, welcome Alex.
Thank you.
What do you do at the University of Kent?
So I'm a PhD student in classical and archaeological studies, but today I'm working as an outreach ambassador, giving talks to both parents and carers to help them help their students through the application process, but also to talk to mature students about their transition to university and to make that procedure a bit easier. I'm also the president for the Mature Student Society on campus, so fingering a lot of pies today.
You're very busy then, very busy woman. Thank you for making time to speak to us today.
Happy.
So what has your experience at the university been like?
I love being a student and I love being an ambassador. I've been here for 5 years already, and by the time I finish a part-time PhD, I will have been here for 11 years. And if that doesn't tell you how happy I am here as a student, I'm not sure anything's going to.
And what's your favourite thing about this campus and about the university?
I love being part of this community. It's so friendly and so welcoming, and it's such a beautiful, green, lovely campus. And I enjoy getting involved in lots of things. I found a subject which fascinates me, and I've got a job that I love that enables me to meet inspiring people. I think that's 12 answers to your question.
No, it's brilliant,
because it's impossible to pick one thing out.
And what do you do on a day-to-day basis with your job at the university?
So I work for our outreach and widening participation department as an ambassador and a tutor. So we work on demystifying the process of university application for students, and that's whether it's school students, college students of all ages, explaining the process, explaining what university's like, taking some of that fear out of it, and just making that transition easier for the students and indeed for the parents and carers.
And what advice would you have to people watching either online or in person behind us today? What advice would you have for them?
I think that university is for anyone. You don't have to be Albert Einstein, you don't have to have all this money. There's student finance options available. It doesn't matter what age you are, what your background is. University is for everybody. I didn't go to university after school, but I've had a fantastic experience here, and really I don't want to leave. So I'd say if you've got an interest in a subject, something that fascinates you, something that you're excited about, apply and just go for it.
And where would you say to students to get more information about all of this if they wanted to get more information?
So the university's website's a really good place to start, ucas.com, where the application all happens, and really events like today. We're having another one in November. Come along, talk to universities, do lots and lots of research. All universities are different, all courses are different. There are so many options available, so there's something for everybody. Whatever it is they're really interested in, do your research, find out as much information as you can, because that's how you get the best out of it.
And what would you say is so special about Canterbury itself as a city?
I made my home here with my partner a number of years ago, but I think it's such a beautiful city, and it's so interesting. There's so much history here. And to have this campus here as well, and there's so much investment done here. It's a beautiful place. I love the library, so I think it's a good place to study. We're not the only university in Canterbury, obviously, but there's lots to get involved in up here as well as down in the city itself. So yeah, if Canterbury is something that really makes you happy, come and study here.
And you mentioned the library. What's your favourite part of the library?
I like the silent study spaces where you can really focus and really get into that, but it's awesome. There's over 1 million print items in that library.
It's huge, isn't it?
It's a
really
monster. And I have been lost in it, that's fine. But there's so many subjects, and I like walking along the stacks and going, oh, I'd never thought that was a subject. That's an interesting looking book. I'm never going to scratch the surface of it because there's so many books.
Yeah, and as a student you have your Kent One card, don't you? So you can go and you can take out loads of books, can't you?
Absolutely. Take out what you like, read what you like, and there's loads of ebooks as well. Millions probably of ebooks that you can access anywhere you like, so you don't even have to physically take out a book. I prefer a physical book, to be honest with you. I'm a bit of a dinosaur. But yeah, if you want to study online, or if you're not actually here, for students still studying remotely, for many reasons, mostly dreaded COVID, then they don't have to be separate from the library. we can access that from anywhere in the world.
And when you come to writing, say, your PhD papers or papers you've written for your master's degree, did you find that the resources available were really helpful for you?
Oh goodness, absolutely. So we've got so much access to that. We've got subject-specific librarians as well that can help us find those resources, and you can have documents and books delivered from other university libraries or other professional libraries if that's what you need, and I've used that service. But again, plenty of support, including IT support in the library, loads of books, access to journal articles, so there's no need for us to buy many books. We buy a few textbooks, that's cool, but most of the books are available to us through the library, which can really keep one's costs down. It's not easy being a student.
And one other thing I wanted to touch on quite quickly, you were mentioning you're a mature student.
Yes.
What was that like for you first doing an undergraduate degree as a mature student? Would you recommend it to other mature students who are thinking, who might be here today looking at the university?
Yes, absolutely. The University of Kent is very welcoming to mature students. I've got friends of all ages from 18. I think the oldest student I know of that's graduated from Kent was 92. And the Mature Student Society welcomes people of all ages, obviously. And you don't feel any different. Generally, you get the same access to the same services, the same welcome. It's a really positive experience, but we all bring obviously something different to it, as every new student does. So there's another really good community to join there. So I've made astonishing friends across the university, within the society and outside that.
Sounds like a really nice, inclusive environment to be part of.
Without question.
Do you have any other things you'd like to say to anyone watching online or anyone in person today here?
I think the most important thing here at a University Open Day is there's no such thing as a silly question. Even if you think, oh, I don't want to ask that, it's a really stupid question, we've heard it before. So ask it, it won't be a silly question because it's important to you to get an answer. Just ask, that's what we're all here for. We're all here wearing these blue sweaters today so you can identify us, talk to the staff, ask any questions you like, find out what you need to know, do your research. That will definitely benefit one's university career.
Brilliant. Well, ever so much. Thanks ever so much for your time today.
You're very welcome.
You're very busy, so really appreciate you taking the time to speak to us.